you looking at?
Something quite sad, really.
You know what he did? Posted a picture of a pig wallowing in the mud. That said, you know it's dirty and smells? Daniel Henderson. Then he posted a video on YouTube with a pig and had my name on the side.
Are you okay?
I think so, but I think I saw the meatloaf.
Did you do it?
Do what?
Do you mind? No, it's fine.
Put all that stuff on Instagram and Snapchat.
Of course I did.
Why?
It seemed funny at the time.
Does it now?
Yes. Yes, it does.
I don't understand it.
The internet is the great one. You can put someone down or make fun of them, even if they're really good.
What did Daniel do to you?
Nothing. This was a preemptive strike. Although he did push me against the locker rooms just because he needed space and wanted to show off.
What do you think would have happened if you put something funny but nice online?
They never will.
Or someone with a good sense of humor?
Why am I even talking to you?
I don't know. Just that I find sometimes talking things out loud with someone helps put things into perspective.
Whatever.
That was crazy. Not as crazy as if one of them is your brother. Really? Which one? The angry one. Why is he angry? He's been angry a lot lately. My mother used to say people that are angry are usually afraid of something. I don't know, I guess. Are you ready to start on our science project? Got any ideas? No, not really. Volcanoes are over dead, but I was glad to get you as a partner. Why? Well, being new and all, you smiled at me. Everyone else looked at me as if I were a bug. You're no bug. Well, thanks for that. You're welcome. So do you want to meet tomorrow to decide what our project will be? Sounds good to me. Then tomorrow it will be.
Sorry I'm late. Never thought the freeway traffic would be so bad at this hour.
Oh, construction is everywhere. Don't tell me. Sarah wants to cancel again.
No, she's not canceling. I wouldn't let her.
But she wanted to.
Clark, she's a teenager. Her life revolves around her friends, not her parents.
Well, then why are we here? You got my support payment, right?
Yes, and thank you. But I thought we needed to get together to discuss Sarah's visits. How do you think they're going?
Cold is how I would describe it. It's more like she's a stranger instead of my daughter.
Funny, that's how she describes it.
Well, at least we agree on something. I've tried to make her feel at home, but nothing seems to work. She acts angry most of the time.
Again, she's a teenager. But I really think she wants to have a relationship with you, Clark.
Funny way of showing it.
Again.
She's a teenager, I know, but that only goes so far. Do you have any suggestions?
I know that when she and you get together, you go to dinner with your family, a movie, perhaps games.
That's pretty close to the weekend when Sarah is with us. I want her to get to know Carla and the kids.
And she will. But don't you think she needs to get to know you first?
What do you mean? I've tried to have her over as much as possible. We have even invited her on our vacations.
But how much alone time have you had with her?
With the kids and Carla, I really haven't had the opportunity.
You know, I think that you need to have, some more alone time with her.
I get the feeling you're trying to make it my fault.
It's not about fault, Clark. It's about creating that relationship that both of you want.
I know I do.
And so does Sarah.
So, what are you suggesting?
Get to know her. And that's not going to happen unless you have some one-on-one time. She's not going to share her feelings or ask personal questions in front of Carla and the kids.
I haven't thought about that.
Make her feel special. Make her get to know you and how you feel about her.
You know, I've never been good at expressing my feelings.
I remember.
I'm much better than I used to be.
And that's good.
Maybe I can arrange something on this visit. Alone time, that is. If only I could get by her anger.
She would like that. That'd be good. And eventually, the anger will dissolve.
Can I ask you something, Brittany?
Sure?
Have you ever told her how and why it ended between us?
Of course not. That's between you and me. She doesn't need to know.
I know I did a lot of stupid things, and I can't blame it on me being young.
We both did stupid things. And that's in the past. And it should stay there.
I don't know if I ever said I was sorry for everything, and I am.
Thank you, Clark. You know, one good thing came from that, and that's Sarah.
That's for sure. How are you doing?
Good.
Seeing anyone?
There's not been a lot of time for that between working and being a mother. There's not a lot of time for romance.
I understand. Well, not really, because I haven't been there.
Let's get back to Sarah, shall we?
You bet.
How do you feel about concerts?
Depends. What kind?
Have you heard of One Direction?
Of course. My kids love them.
Well, they're too mainstream for Sarah. Have you heard of Trampled by Turtles?
Can't say that I have.
Well, they're Sarah's favorite group, and they're in Chicago this weekend.
This weekend? I don't know.
You and Sarah, alone in Chicago with her favorite group, would go a long way toward breaking the ice and starting to dissolve that anger.
It's awful short notice. I don't even know if we can get tickets. And dropping it on Carla with such short notice?
You're right, it was just a thought.
Wait. I didn't say no. Let me see if I can make it happen. I'll give you a call and let you know if it's a go.
It would be a wonderful surprise if you could make that happen.
I will really try. You know I love our daughter.
I know, or I wouldn't even be here.
Sorry I'm late. It's for me. I went to the wrong bench.
That's okay, just so I don't miss my bus. I would be in trouble if I did.
With who?
My foster parents, they have fairly strict rules about almost everything.
What would happen if you missed your bus?
I would be grounded for sure, given extra chores, and they would start with the yelling, of course.
They don't hurt you, do they?
They don't hit me if that's what you're asking. Not like my last foster parents. The ones before that didn't even care if I came home as long as they got their money.
What happened?
I'm not sure. One day we were a happy family, and the next I'm told my mom's going to prison.
What for?
Heroin.
Heroin? But you lived in a nice neighborhood. You had a nice house, and your mom was really supportive.
I never knew it happened to a family like ours.
Where's your dad?
Gone.
Gone?
He left after he found out what Mom was doing. They started to fight. The drug use started after Dad got laid off and we lost our health insurance. Then Mom got arrested the first time.
First time?
I didn't know about that until she went to prison.
And where's your dad? Your dad just left you there with your mom?
I don't know. Except he just changed after Mom was arrested the second time. He gave up. He looked so sad and hurt.
Where is he?
At court, he said he was living in Montana. I pray he is okay and someday he will come back for me.
I'll pray for it too, Sydney.
I know Mom didn't start out to be an addict. She couldn't afford her pain prescriptions after we lost insurance.
So she turned to heroin?
She could afford heroin. It took away her back pain. Then, it took away everything.
Do you get to see her?
No, she doesn't want me to see her that way. We do right to each other, though.
Well, how long is she going to be in there?
5 years. 3.5 for good behavior, I think.
It's a long time.
Tell me about it. That's my bus. Gotta go.
What can I do to help?
I'm not sure. Pray for my mom?
Okay, that's a given. I'll pray for the both of you. It is a small thing, but my mom could drive you to and from choir practice. It would be good for you and fun.
Well, I'll ask, but I wouldn't count on it.
What if my mom called them?
No, don't do that. That could get me in trouble.
Why?
They don't like me talking about them.
We can work this out. Trust me, we'll get better.
Really gotta go. I'm so glad you're here, Sarah.
You too.
Anybody home?
Hi, Grandpa! So does this mean you're going hunting with us?
I'm not much of a hunter. I'm more of a peace lover.
It will be more fun with you then.
Well, I won't be hunting, but there is no better camp boss and cook than your grandpa.
So you are coming? Dad!
How are you holding up?
I'm okay. I'm so glad you came. An objective opinion is needed.
I don't know about that, but I'm here to support the both of you, no matter what happens.
Grandpa's going hunting with us. Aren't you, Grandpa?
You're hunting? Now you and the boys are going hunting?
Actually, it's boys and girls. Technically, Nikki is a girl.
Okay, whatever.
Besides, I won't be hunting. I'll be camp boss and cook.
But I thought you didn't really like being outdoors.
That's not true. I love the outdoors. Especially when the outdoors have all the comforts of the indoors.
That's funny, Grandpa.
Don't you have homework to do? That is if you want to go hunting.
Yeah.
Besides, a lot of things get said in deer camp amongst the guys.
Well, technically girls and guys, right?
Whatever. But there really is a certain magical part of deer camp.
Well, we could definitely use some magic right now.
Little magic and some prayer, and we're just fine.